look pretty at. I mean, myself so bad. I don't know. And so we begin. Yeah, almost on time. In fact, when I clicked go live, I thought, am I even ready? I wasn't. We're doing this so sporadically lately that I forget how to use this program, and I hadn't even added myself to the stream, so I had to do that after I started the intro thingy. Hello. Afternoon Bean. What did I see a minute ago? Oh, this guy with his Galactus, his fancy big box on the porch. I'm not jealous or anything. Nah. I figure I was pretty early the first go round with the Sentinel. It's only fair play that I'll be the last one to get Galactus. Hey, what's happening? I've managed to finally be half in with Ultimate, sticking with toys I had, at least so far. At least I kind of read that completely backwards. Good evening to Greece. That's awesome. Hello. Hey, not super late this time. I'm never super late, am I? Am I? Fuzzy, what's happening? I read that wrong too. I was like, I'm not an ass. Well, sometimes I can be, I guess. You ordered the Mezco Robin. Not yet. I don't know. I do like the look of it, and I have plenty of Batmans for him to go with, but I'm probably going to end up breaking, I think. I'm going to end up doing it, but I'm taking my sweet ass time. Doing anything for Halloween? No, my son is piecing together a Rorschach mask, and we've been working on that. His costume for this weekend, but that's more of a teenager send out thing, you know? Go, play, and then I'll see him later. Thoughts on blow? Boy, you're wanting to jump right into it. No niceties, no hellos, no hey, how's it going? Just straight into it. You did call me a badass though, so you get a pass. You, on the other hand, what the hell? I did nothing to you. What's going on, Andrew? Got my Galactus yesterday. I still can't believe it's real. Yeah, I'm seeing all these pictures, and it's kind of, you know, shut up. It's kind of, I don't know. It won't be real until it's in my hands. I won't get too worked up about it. Don't worry, I got the Sentinel super late, but I still don't have shipping. Yeah, but some of us are cursed like that. No. I've heard a lot of people haven't even gotten notice, right? I mean, they're just kind of showing up. Welcome to the Robo Show. Hey, Robo, Wade starting to get a pile of toys he won't get to review like you. You gonna pass the torch to him yet? He's slowly turning into you. He's trying to be me for years now. He's just been trying and trying. He's gonna have to start doing fodder or figure. Wade's fodder or figure. I think I'm on my 4th postponing of Tiger Force Outback, and this is the scariest part of Halloween. Yeah, they keep trying. It's because that's my fault. I'm sorry. I said that I like that version better, and then they promptly started sending, hey, do you still want this thing even though it's pushed back just a little bit? Yes, Target. I pre-ordered it, didn't I? I want it. Stop with the games. But I have a feeling it's going to get canceled, right? Is that the general consensus? What's going on, Rod Steady? I like that name. Sup, Sketches Toy Corner. Johnny Number Cinco. We're going to see some flipping this stream. Some flipping. That's, yeah, another reason to live stream more. I don't know what that means. Another question, are you going to be collecting? I've pre-ordered what they've offered so far. Have they only offered Destro and Roadblock? Did I skip Snake Eyes? Did they show? I can't keep track. Mezco's going to have to release some stuff before I get back on the train. Are you going to get that WWE big rig for Razorback? Oh, I'm just leaning over here for no reason. My back hurts. Oh, this. I was going to skip it. In fact, I saw it at Target, and in my brain, I was kind of size comparing it and to like, will that even fit in there? And it was $50, and I didn't want to spend that much that day. But then I got home later, and I was messing around with Razorback, and I got online and started looking. And at Target, they had the coupon thing going on, so I got that. I got it down to $32 is my point. So I thought you gotta at that point. But I've been talking to Dustin, Dis Thunder, and Prodigy, and they were talking about seeing people with this getting a 3D printed grill made because it has this big W on here. That's Razorback doesn't start with a W or another W. And it says Reckon. I'd like to get a Razorback head printed out on this, and then Big Pig sometime. He does fit into it. I'll have pictures of that at some point this week. Is your Unicron still boxed up and used as a table? Yes. If I do end up reviewing Galactus, which I don't know, maybe not, it'll be on the Unicron table again. And it's just two world-eating entities in the same shot. Oh, I'm driving down to Quinn's Comics. Check out his You're a long drive. I've looked, and some people look at Texas and think, oh, that's not too far. Texas is way too big. Y'all got to reel it in. My Outback was canceled a while ago. Damn. I usually pick up the phone first thing in the morning. As soon as I wake up, scroll through the emails, and that's when I need to approve. Wait. How much to commission you make a custom shooting star so they make an official ML one? Dang it. That always seems to happen, doesn't it? With the Masterverse, I'm kind of waiting. After buying a few and getting the 40th anniversary for $15, I'm kind of waiting and seeing. It's not one of my main lines, so I don't have any problem seeing if a sale happens. Target's been throwing out a lot of coupons, and I don't know. It's one of those, if I find it on sale, yeah, I'll grab it. Because I saw a Hordak at Target that same day I was messing with that. I was like, no, not full price. I'll wait. Razorback. Arkansas. Y'all are killing me. Razorback Ramon. That's good. So that mean you're getting a 3D printer. Does that mean we're getting a 3D printer? We're still looking. I just got that truck, irresistible, for my street level display. Got it for $35. Yeah, see, after deals. And this thing, it doesn't bother me so much, but I may have to work out some kind of hitch system down here. I don't want to put the although it would be interesting, the crane thing with the ball on the end. Yeah, that's just extra. I do get this nifty ladder though. Look at that. Modern technology. You gotta love it. Oh, Robo is starting to become like Finster. Is that what he does? Anything he makes, Hasbro makes into reality? That is a nice looking rig, which we could work with some classified dreadnoughts. Yep. In fact, it may, well, I don't know. I don't have any G.I. Joes close. Wait, that's a lie. Surely I have a G.I. Joe here somewhere. I've only got the big G.I. Joes. He's not, well, he'll fit in there because I fit Razorback in there. The cool thing about this, though, Razorback has this. Razorback has his big pig head, you know, it's sticking up. And that's what I was worried about, not being able to fit with this. But then Dustin was like, this flips up and stuff pops off of it. There's a lot of work to be done. But if I cut this out, it's going to give a little extra room. Because right now he sits in it, but he kind of just peeks under, out the bottom of the windshield. So, and this, yeah, just scan it, print it, put a new one on there. Now with this, it's not true 1/12 scale. It's, you know, but it's close enough. It works. It's fun. The ladder helped me sell it. Yeah, I get a ladder with it. That's amazing. That's for when Razorback needs to wash his rig. Always got to climb up and spray the top and stuff. Snowcake. But yeah, like I said, I've fit Spider-Man in there for a couple of pictures, and it looks, again, it's small. It needs to be way bigger than this, but it works in a display. Fix a broken arm on Titan Joker. It depends on where it broke. You need. When it comes to stuff like that, I usually just kind of stick it back together. You need to talk to Bill, because he's the quicker picker up and fixer upper. The quicker fixer upper. That was off because I pulled that off earlier. Because I went to pick it up to bring it in here, and everything comes off. It's supposed to wreck. We're just going to talk about this for 2 hours. Buckle up. But yeah, everything comes off, and it's supposed to be destructible. And I guess these steps could be actual steps, and there's no... Well, there's pins there. Am I missing something? I already threw away the box. Is there gas tanks that plugged here? There was. Oh, crap. Well, I guess I need to go digging in the dumpster later. That semi makes me think of Dark Side from Twisted Metal. Was there a semi? I always used the hearse with the shadow that shot under the ground, and then you could explode it wherever you wanted to. Yeah, that was my guy. Yup, you know this. Or you can climb the ladder to punch Stiltman. Exactly. Robo's truck talk. We're going to talk about 18-wheelers and CBs and choking pukes. Shadow. That's it. Oops, I nearly banned you. Sorry. Shadow with Mortimer. Mortimer? Yes, Mortimer. Wow, that has been a long time. That's crazy. It broke where one of the double-ended joints are. Been thinking about using super glue to fix it and call it a day. Just and not crank on it very much. Because I've been using, well, actually, I avoided it. I thought it was a gimmick, you know, Gorilla Glue. It can't be that strong, but it actually is. I went through several glues in the past year or two trying to catch back up on all the customizing crazes, and yeah, that seems to be the best. Why doesn't YouTube notify me? Because they're all working against me. It's okay, Robo. Put up a gone fishing sign and go find your missing fuel tanks. Yeah, okay, you just watch this blue screen, or I guess I could have videos queued up. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's something else. Now I'm thinking there was a baggie of... there was a baggie of goodies. I took all these pictures without the fuel tanks on. Shit. I'm 1010, Robo's live stream. That's a big 10-4, good buddy. Can you tell Twisted Metal 2 was mine too? I think I tried the later ones, and it just wasn't... It didn't have that same feel, you know? That raw. What bread in a truck is that? That is the. I still got the outer box. I threw away all the innards. Rampage rig, Mattel's WWE. Yeah, exactly. Got to reshoot it. I'm not going to. It's not a review type thing. It's more like a short. It'll be on Instagram and TikTok. I don't know why I'm on TikTok. I feel like a guy. I feel like I'm on, those benches at the mall, back when malls were a thing, and the old guys just sitting there, people watching. I feel like that's me on TikTok. Yeah, no dumpster diving, no fighting raccoons down there. 3 and 4 were black was a masterpiece. That was still more than a few years ago, wasn't it? I just got the Ironmonger 2-pack for $38. And that's a big thing right now, too. Because, prices going up. We're all being more conscious with our money. And things seem to be going on clearance. And I don't regret buying anything I get most of the time. There's a couple things that's like, shit, I could have had that for half price 2 weeks later. But yeah, I'm getting more aware of coupons and apps and ways of saving money. Yeah, back in the PS2 days. Seems so long ago, huh? Just put a little graphic with an arrow that says fuel tanks go here. Yeah. In fact, and it's not even full tanks. Oh, and there's more. Son of a bitch. There's 2 fake chains with hooks. Oh, there's a real chain with hook. And the instructions, which would have told me that there's fuel tanks, but oh no, and there's lights on top because it's actually a wrecker of some kind. So ooh, that's nifty. And then half a fuel tank. Which way did this go? Oh, of course it has the thing on top. Why would it go any other way? Ooh, that fills it out. Seems like there's something that hooks right here too. Ooh. Can't stop by right this second, but hopefully can pop in soon. Well, I'll be here. Huh. Talk you out of the Mondo Battle Cat. It's damn beautiful though, huh? It's if I did that scale, well, no, I can't say that because one, it's expensive as hell, but it's so pretty. It is an awesome. Hey, it is. You're right. This is an awesome surprise. No, we're off schedule. This isn't the usual FwooshCast day, but I was doing stuff last weekend. Veeves is out of town this weekend. I'm out of town next weekend for the week. In fact, we'll probably talk about here this a minute. Going on vacation, so videos are going to be scarce next week. Not this upcoming week, but the next week. I actually don't know. He just said I'll be out of town, and then he wouldn't tell me. I thought we were friends, but no, I have no idea. He just said he's out of town. Damn it, Laser Pants. This I think this may be just the final countdown. The final countdown. Been thinking about 3D printer anyway, but it's daunting when you've never done anything like that. But all these guys, and I don't blame them. Why print your own stuff when you can sell the file and people can print their own stuff? There's a lot of people that have their own 3D printers now, so it makes sense. But there's so much stuff out there that I'm like, hey, can I get that? And they were like, well, you can get the file. That does me no good. So we'll see what happens. I need to make that step. Check the instructions. Oh yeah, I was going to do that, huh? What's going on, KJ? Oh yeah, some dry brushing, a little grime on that. Yeah, because he's driving down south. He's on those Arkansas roads. They ain't exactly the flattest. There's some bumps. There's some dirt. What's going on here? The lights go on. The grill goes on. Place figure on roof. Press engine to jump. Oh, is that how that works? I don't want to. It shows a smashing motion on the hood, and then it pops the top of the cab. Nah, that's okay. Okay, maybe something does, and it doesn't look like anything goes on the back hook right there. That didn't fly. There, that's cooler. Recent custom projects, Black Chrysanthemum version 447. Not yet. I'm still working on redoing the first one, and then I dull coated and painted the actual Hasbro one, so it looks more like the comic, or a little bit grungier. But I'm actually working on this. The Select Chewbacca head on the Hasbro body. It's a nicer brown. It's just I don't know. There's something about that head that I like better than the Hasbro one. And then I'll paint the whole thing, get it more brown, less Hasbro Black Series orangey color. I don't know what it is about Wookiees this year. I passed on that sports car many a day in Target. Shapeways lets you upload own file. Oh, really? For single offs? Yeah, but at that point, after you do that more than a few times, you've paid for your 3D printer. You know what I mean? It's like the whole, do I rent or buy? After rent several years, you might as well have bought. But there's also the situation where I may not have the space for a 3D printer, the know-how, the technology. So we'll see. I need to sit down and consider all options. We're going to do what they say can't be done. Got a long way to go. Solo Robo. Ho, ho, ho. I've got a trucker type country song on this video, on this short I'm working on, that's kind of reminiscent of Eastbound and Down, but I didn't want to raise any YouTube flags. Wacky Wookie Workshop. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, because there's also this one that I need to paint up. I think this one's going to be red Wookie. That was another Black Chrysanthemum head I bought at the time. That looks, if it were bigger, well, actually, no, this is about right. If this was on a thicker body, but they didn't leave room for the chest gear, so this gets red fur or something. So yeah, I have 4 Wookiees standing here at the moment. My 3D printer sits under my display table. No, is it a thing? Wait. I like being able to fire and forget. Yeah, very involved. But at the same time, don't you? Again, I need to look into it. But you set it up to print, you let it print, you go do your thing. But you're not supposed to have those in a space that you're sitting in all the time, right? You need some ventilation with it. Hmm? How much do you think you should pay for a used figure, basic good condition? You think 50% of from asking points, or I don't know how that all works. I usually just, and plus, I mean, there's so many factors in that, so many variables. How hard is it to get? How hard was it to get? Was it distributed? Is it a good figure? Is it a bad figure? I don't think there's any hard and fast rule for that. I mean, there probably is, but I don't do a lot of. Well, okay, I did have to like this. Okay, this is the Amazon exclusive Empire Strikes Back Chewbacca with the tear apart C3PO. Right, the best C3PO Hasbro's produced, and the best Chewbacca body that Hasbro has done because they tweaked it to do that center joint that has more movement than the original two joints. What else did they change? They changed the neck joint too to a dumbbell. But I ended up paying for this loose on eBay. I ended up paying the original price, which isn't terrible. About $40, wasn't it? But like I said, these are the best two versions of these characters. I didn't mind having another C3PO that I can leave torn apart with all the parts and pieces and then customize this. So I don't know. I'm not good at that, but I only do that like every few months. Oh, I really need this piece of fodder and it's eating at my soul that I can't make this custom. Resin printers, you need super ventilation. The scan 3D printers don't need as much vent. Boy, would you stop coming? Man, you have an interest in this as far as talking me into it. But yeah, just check eBay for comparable sold figures. Comparable. I went to school in Arkansas. Yes. See, yeah, I met Landspeeder Luke back at Celebration. In fact, I'm about to do his custom throw a wash on Saw here. I gotta go back and watch it again. But yeah, he does a lot of good sculpts. Have you heard they rumor Bray Wyatt new mask is going to be called Captain? Yeah, I saw that. He's going to feud with himself for a little bit. I have a cheap PLA 3D printer. I'm leaning towards resin only because some of the prints people have sent me between the two, I've always preferred like the resin. I have Jack around me at the moment. So, yeah, I don't know. Again, I have to do some researching. My favorite Black Series figure of the year is easily the Dark Trooper. Very, very nice. I got the torso was kind of like kicks to the side a little bit for some reason. I'm not sure why, if it's put together, but then the other is fine, stands straight up and down. Was Kane a member of Ministry of Darkness? I can't remember all the factions at this point. He'll end up with both soon enough. Yeah, one for quick, small, just heads, and then another one for big parts. Resin is much cleaner prints. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh man, I feel like this is one of those fill the board up with an equation. Original retail times 50% equals base loose price times popularity times availability X factor, how much you want it. I wish the ankles on the Dark Trooper weren't so loose. Oh, I haven't noticed that. I haven't jumped back into them though. I've posed them and put them up and haven't had a problem. I did notice it on this guy though, because I really messed around with this guy. The ankles here kind of get, well, they have detents in them, but the space between the detents, like he starts leaning forward just slightly and then he loses balance. I haven't got my Galactus yet. I figure, oh no, I am going out of town next week. Hasbro. It'll show up that week. Watch. But no, hopefully sometime this week. I haven't got any kind of notice. I haven't checked FedEx. I haven't even looked. I want to be surprised, I guess. Oh, my Dark Trooper has the Elvis pelvis kicked to one side. Okay, yeah, maybe that's what mine is. And then you gotta counteract it with the torso a bit to straighten out the shoulders. Yeah, Republic Trooper has that issue for me too. Yeah. Yeah. Even though this goes back to Republic Trooper now, and apparently some people are mad about it because this is cool. This works for Pretty Boy, but I told you we'd talk about Pretty Boy, except I'm totally unprepared. I forgot to share screen before this. Oh, look at that. And they've changed the buttons down here. Present. I guess that's what they're going for. Boom. Look at the pretty boy. I've gotten some comments like, "Oh, you only like it because Hasbro did it." I'm like, well, it looks a lot like, it's not as skeletal. And I brought this all up in the weekly. It's not as skeleton-y. It's not as thin. And in that aspect, yeah, this droid works better. And the hips are shockingly similar to what we saw back in the day, with it being a new modern Star Wars type design. But this, oh yeah, look at that guy. Those tubes are not connected to the lower torso. They're just floating bits. I don't know what you're talking about now. Are you talking about Hot Toys? Any any other Reavers you hoping we get to finish off the squad? All of them. What do we need? Macon. We need Cole. And that would give us a Reese body, one of those, unless they want to give us a full-on Reese instead of just the head. And then I guess that leaves Pierce, right? In his Outback look, his not the Hellfire look. Yep, Dan Larson. I see a lot of Bruce Campbell. I see a lot of Cyborg Superman. I mean, at this point, given how many people the internet has given us, so many people to look at, there's going to be similar facial structures and hairstyles. And there you go. Ash from Army of the Dead, Army of Darkness. Okay, here's where I'm at with prices and distribution and everything going on right now. I didn't jump on them, and I love a good clone, but this has been a heavy month of stuff that I pre-ordered 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago. They all seem to hit at the same time, and my budget was like, no. So no, not yet. I'll leave it to fate. How's that? If I find one in a Walgreens. Okay, I said Bruce Campbell. Y'all all seeing Bruce Campbell. Get started on customs. I've already built all those. I have my Reavers crew. I'm just waiting for Hasbro to replace certain aspects. And the cool thing about that, if you remember back to the Outback, there was the main core Reavers, but there was also these other like no-name Reavers that formed like an army behind them and stuff. So even if I replace some of these, I can still use them as background Reavers, So that's the way I look at it. Silver lining. Seen very mixed reaction to the head sculpt. I always looked at Pretty Boy. Yeah, he was prettier than the rest, but he wasn't like, it was more like tiny, when the dude's not tiny. So I always felt like it was, and that's not me just because they didn't make this the prettiest guy ever. It's not me shilling for Hasbro. It's more like, oh yeah, Pretty Boy, you're the prettiest of us, but you still ain't pretty. My Galactus shipper had a few kicks in it. Hmm. At least, yeah, as long as it's not serious. Have you tried the Baron Strucker head on the newest Red Skull body? Damn, I'd have to dig deep into the tub to find my Baron Strucker head. Right? What was that? From the 2-pack? Way, way back? Where it was wasn't it a swap with Red Skull? Would you swap out the claw too? The red hand? His red right hand. Robo, by the way, after watching your videos, I've gone back and read the Outback era X-Men, and I can totally see why you love it. Yeah, it's awesome, huh? I mean, there's probably a lot of nostalgia, a lot of rose-colored glasses on my part. I'm not sure if I've went back and read them in the past several years. It's the same reason I've never went back and read those early issues of X Factor. I've flipped through them and I go, damn. Back in the days where comics filled up half the page with text, they talked a lot. And if they weren't talking, they were thinking. And if they weren't thinking, the editor was doing little blurbs down in the corner. So it's weird to jump that far back after reading modern comics. I got Bradshaw and Farouk a week apart from each other. Have you ever thought about doing an end of the year figure awards show? I think it would be very entertaining and fun. I used to do top fives. I used to do bottom fives. But then it got to the point where I I think we've talked about this before. I don't I try not to buy figures anymore that I can see I'm not gonna like right off the bat. I'm not buying something just to, oh, I hate this, or I knew I wouldn't like this, but I wanted to give it a try. If I'm spending money these days, I'm spending it on stuff that I'll either like or I know I like. Now there's surprises. Of course, there's going to be things like, oh, that what the hell they do here? What? But then I stopped doing the top fives too because I don't know. It was too hard to go back and figure out what the hell released in that year. You know. So I just kind of. I think me and Veeves get together on here and do something like, here's my five, here's your five, and we haven't done that in a little bit. I know you would have been upset if they did Pretty Boy on that Beetle Buck. Yeah. And even then, I look at this and think, damn, that would have been awesome on Silvermane. I mean, the arms updated him a little bit. But I got to think that the arms were sculpted here first, and then they thought, well, no, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they got the arms on Silvermane and thought, well, hey, these will work for Pretty Boy. Let's throw a new body under there that we can use for other robot type characters later. Although I can't think of any off the top of my head. Y'all start naming robot characters. Oh, I did get that Hopper, didn't I? But originally, remember way, way back, we didn't know anything about the line. It wasn't until I got that Hopper in hand that it was like, oh, this is a piece of shit. Are you going to get into? I was just looking at those 2 hours ago at Walmart, and I like looking at them. I like the concept. But I can't. Unless they start going on, well, no, I can't even then. I don't have the space for that kind of stuff for a proper display. They'd just be all stacked in a box. Oh, reviewers do the end of the year countdowns. I just play with toys, and that's where I'm at. I just want to play with stuff. I just want to mess with stuff, see how the new stuff goes, and if not, I'll find something else. Machine Man. Oh, well, Ultron just got a new body that's specifically Ultron. Warlock. I like the Warlock we got. Plus, this seems very toned down for a Warlock. Machine Man. I can't remember what he looked like before. Did he always have he had a purple costume, right? But in my brain now, it's locked into the more modern look. Oh, what was the oh, no. The chest does kinda look like a spider slayer, right? But that would be a toned back spider slayer. Hang them from the ceiling equals more space. I thought about that with some of the Black Series stuff, but then I realized you're just looking up at the ass of the ships. You're just seeing the bottoms. I guess you could hang them upside down. Did you order Haslab Galactus? Yes. When I get it, who knows? I look at Pretty Boy and Strife and I see the makings of Doom 20. Oh, yeah, there's that too. That's been a while. In fact, what I there we go. Does this still work? Oh yeah. Yeah, that Strife. I'm not a big Strife guy. I don't know what it was about all the whole cable. Maybe it got too convoluted, even for me as a, a heavy reader of comics in the 90s. Well, I'd say that. I did kind of get out in early Jim Lee, so and just kind of dabbled until Deadpool started. So maybe I wasn't the biggest reader in the 90s, but all, that all started earlier than that, huh? Cable and Madeline and Scott and the future and back from the future and back to the future and back and all that X Force and everything. But I will say this Strife head is tons better than the one that we originally got. Black painted ceiling with one of those space projection lights. Oh, yeah, that would be pretty sweet. We're starting our attack run. Yeah, Pretty Boy and Strife going to be in the same 5 pack with supposedly Random, Vertigo, forgot the fifth got Zero. Because because I actually want Zero more than I want Strife. And look at this guy. There is nothing to this guy. It's just a white body with an O face and an O chest. That's it. Zero. He put that on his non-uniform so people will remember that his name is Zero. I backed Eternia because of acute FOMO. I'm saying this. I'm not doing Origins. I'm not getting that heavy into Masterverse. Just the stuff I like. But Eternia is tempting, you know. But at the same time, I ain't got no room to put Eternia anywhere in here. I don't have the room for the stuff I got, you know. So I look at it like that. Plus, I can just whenever we go on a Fwoosh trip or I go up to hang out with Veeves or mess with his, I can always play with his. I can go up there and go, holy moly, look what you did. It's all over the place. It's just here and there, here and there. But I can say that. Well, I mean, you kind of get the idea from pictures and stuff, but seeing it at San Diego Comic Con, oh man, it is so impressive. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's some towers with some things happening with the trolley going around, Mr. Trolley flying around, but still, it is very nice looking. Yeah, huge missing piece. I'd never seen one in person, and I was a huge Masters of the Universe kid. I didn't have Snake Mountain though. Did we have Snake? No, I don't think we had Snake Mountain. We had Castle Grayskull. We had most of the figures up until about the Rio Blast Snout Spout days. Did Eternia come out after that? And yeah, I wasn't even clued in that it was a thing until I saw Veebs at his house. I need a zero. I need a zero. Is that what you're going for? That's what I heard in my head. Yeah, see, and that's what it all comes down to. If you're not a huge fan of He-Man, then yeah, but it looks cool. I can appreciate it from afar. I can window shop it, like, wow, mess with it a little bit. When Vives has his set up, I break the track accidentally. It's like, "Oh, no. Okay, I'll see y'all later. I'm going home. My parents are calling." Did you see that leaked blob? Yes, I did. And I was gonna go to it, but I got distracted by comments. Hold on, where are we at? Where here. Oh, and then that pack is supposed to have vertigo too, which, checks off the blank female body. It's gonna be interesting if they do this though, the paint job, how it's gonna go through all the articulation points and stuff. That's gonna be tricky. There's gonna be a lot of, "Well, it doesn't line up, it doesn't work." And then random. I forgot about random because I don't know random. He must have been in that time that I wasn't reading comics in the 90s. No, I don't have a 3D. No, I had we talked about this a minute ago. I'm on the fence. I'm still if you see a leaked blob, call a doctor. Blob looks okay. Man, why you gotta be so down on Blob? He's just trying to be Blob. Oh, I had these pictures too because yeah, look at this. Look, especially the chess piece matches up really nice. N- And really, considering this picture, that's Pretty Boy. Look at that face. And then look at, oops, I nearly did close the thing. And then look at this. He is pretty. Maybe he's rugged. He's rugged pretty. Okay, so he showed up in X Factor. I was more of a original 5 X Factor guy. Once they went Havoc and Polaris and the rest, I didn't read very much. You shut up. In fact, she may have been great, but people have posted pictures of her costume in that. No. That makes me want to watch the cartoon less. It's like she raided Jubilee's closet and then washed her dress with Starburst or cotton candy, something like that. No, seriously though, someday it's going to become such a thing that I am going to watch the cartoon. And you know what? I'll probably enjoy it, but at the moment I have too much fun not watching it. I don't know, it comes up way too often. He's Han Solo pretty. There you go. He's Wolverine pretty. You know how Wolverine was never meant to be pretty, but he seems to do okay in that department? I don't know. All I know is this works for me. It doesn't work for some people, but yeah, I'll spend my money and I'll display my own display. That's cool. Very ball hippie though. You know what? I'm just noticing that. That looks like early Hasbro, just a big ball with the. But I guess that would be robotic. It wouldn't work. If that were on like a naked character or a bodysuit type guy, I would be like, to hell with those hips. But I guess they work here because it's the same as the shoulders. Big balls right there. He's got big balls. She's got big balls. Hmm, that's interesting. It's, well, I guess the bigger cables. I wish there was more of this red and green here, and maybe down here somewhere. But I also feel like reuse potential that would limit it a little bit. Maybe this is the only part that's going to stay with Pretty Boy. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's why I'm letting it go here. That's love it myself. The cables will be the only paint app. No, 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 no. You have this too. Hmm. I can see the and people are whenever I see it, it's like, "Oh, man, that would be a nice cyborg Superman head or, a black suit costume," but I think it's a little bit disheveled. I think it's a little bit wild for Superman's hair, you know? And that look is a bit mean for Clark. But again, it's the regeneration suit or regenerate is that what it's called? Black suit Superman? Hmm, I don't know. And here's the thinness that I think of with this character. That's why I mean, doesn't that look like the crotch of a Star Wars droid 30 years ago? And then here's Pretty Boy compared to the rest. They gave him kind of the lip, but other than that, it's not too much different than. And you know what? I've never noticed that they gave him kind of the realistic eyes off a bit. Almost the Shannon Doherty thing going on. Did they do that with the rest of them? Straight across. His is off too a little bit. That's interesting. Something I wouldn't have noticed back then. Cole's are a bit off. Just the added realism that makes you. It's slightly asymmetrical. Sorry, I'm just drifting off into what I usually do during the day when I'm not live streaming. Oh, what's going on there? Yeah, and when somebody says something like that, like I've read so many comments online, Instagram and Twitter and everywhere else of Bruce Willis, Dan Larson, Superman, Cyborg Superman. And the sad thing about it, if this is part of the 5-pack, it kind of kills my customizing wants and needs, you know, because if I want 3 or 4 pretty boys, I have to buy 3 or 4 box sets, and I don't need 3 or 4 stripes or 3 or 4 randoms. Vertigo is probably going to be a pretty nice body, just blank, you know. And then Zero is going to be a blank body too. So maybe it is. Yeah. Drift away. Drift away. Hello, Basil. Yeah, that's the rumor that this is the box set. That's why they and I don't know. You can kind of read into that they just announced them. You know, no box, no package shots, no how it's going to be released. That usually adds up to box sets. Same way they did Strife at the PulseCon. This desk is a mess. Y'all need to come clean up my room. You know what? I couldn't. I was never Gorgeous George person. I don't even remember. Was that I'm picturing it. For some reason that team kind of passed me by. Zero on Vulcan or Sunfire. Ooh, I don't know. I would obvious I'd want Vulcan. But give me the Robo and free my soul. You missed my previous message. Oh, it's zipping by. Plus, I was staring into Pretty Boy's pretty eyes. Oh yeah, yeah. The pink and green swirls on the animated Vertigo aren't as cool as the normal green swirls in the comic Vertigo. Yeah, I mean this picture right here, not there, right here. That's pretty much how I would want the figure. But I've also seen people post the modern version where it's essentially this, but her hair also fades from white to green. I'd go for that too. That wouldn't be bad. But yeah, the animated look. Nope. The Nasty Boys. Yeah, the Nasty Boys. I don't know why I missed out on the Nasty Boys. Were they specific to something? Zero on Bucky Cap. And you know what? That'd be fun. Because again, what I like I said about Human Fly, does especially the way it goes, they come up with these new body molds. They can only if they're running it for another character for a different release, then it can't be used here. So Bucky Cat body seems like it's going to be used for a bit for those more obscure type characters or the less important characters, or box set type characters where they can just run that on that line for a bit while bigger prominent characters are getting the new body stuff. And I'm guessing eventually it'll fade out, but it's not a quick switch. Mr. Sinister's team with Sabretooth. Why? Am I thinking of something different? Marauders, right? Wasn't that Vertigo? Nah, that's where I go when I hear Nasty Boys. Fighting the Steiners. Zero would have to be pinless. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Again, I don't want to get into the whole pinless thing. If it's pinless, yeah, cool. If it's not, whatever. They're action figures. The Marauders. Yeah, Vertigo was a Marauder. That's what I thought. Was she in the Nasty Boys too? Are you feeding me bad information? Because I trust y'all. Ooh, Sprite figure on a rollerblades. We need some new Shadow Cats. That one is cool, but too tall. The one we've gotten a couple times. Maybe in the cartoon. Cartoon messing everything up. Storm was not an original X-Men. I watched that table for three or whatever their thing is, where they just sit around the table, and WWE actually got Scott to come back and sit and be recording stuff. And yeah, he definitely favors Scott. Yeah, Kitty is too tall with an enormous head. This isn't Fantastic Four. Yeah, see? See, when it comes to Fantastic Four, well, I did read some Fantastic Four, but I'm more X-Men. And even then, there's been so much stuff and so many years between me being hardcore into it that I can't remember everything. I don't claim to remember everything. In fact, that's my thing, is not remembering stuff. Yeah, Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is Rick's son. He wears Rick's gear. Or well, kind of a variation, right? I haven't watched a lot of NXT since it went. I watched more of it when it was the black and gold, so I haven't been keeping up, but just seeing him, it's like he does their moves. Isn't he doing the Frankensteiner, or is he doing a variation on the Frankensteiner? What's going on? What's happening? Oh, yeah, okay. Nasty Boys were George's George, Ruckus, Hairbag, Slab, and Ramrod, which kind of sounds like the credits of certain movies. But hey, who am I to judge? Just because I don't know the Nasty Boys, don't mean that I'm going to make fun of them. The 90s X Factor team. So was that another during Random? Is that the Havoc team or the Cyclops team? Because I don't remember them in the Cyclops team. But Sinister was around a lot, right? Wasn't that? Oh God, now I'm mixing up all the timelines. Was Madeline before, after Inferno? What? Maybe I need to go back and sit and read a bunch of comics. Oh, okay. Vertigo did accompany them in an episode, so that makes sense. There is nothing wrong with working and lurking. I like that. I need to write that down. I'm going to steal it. Say I said it. I don't have a pencil. I don't know if I own a pencil. I did not sleep. Just watch the stream. Where are we going here? Oh, we're going back to here. Because this apparently leaked. And I don't like, man, One, I feel bad when stuff leaks because those guys get so excited about showing us something new. And when this happens, when they do finally show this, it's going to be like, yeah, well, that's old. We already know about that. What is new? But two, I don't know. Part of me doesn't want to trust these pictures because, yes, they look very realistic. And I'm not doubting that. Well, maybe I'm slightly doubting that they're real. I'm 99% sure they are, you know? And if they are fake, somebody did a hell of a job on them. Because look at the glare of the light going down the measurement thing right there. That's yeah. This is probably real, but I almost hate to talk about it and get excited about it in case somebody comes out and goes, "Oh no, that was my custom," or something like that, you know. But, and I have the old blob, and once I saw this picture, I thought, well, they're just reusing the old body, but they're not. This is a new sculpt, but it's very similar. It's less less defined. Not defined. What am I looking for here? Less lumpy, you know? And he looks younger. I will agree to people saying that. But at the same time, this will look good next to Jesus. It's one of those days. How about less flabby? There you go. Cellulite. Next to Pyro and the rest of them. Madeline Pryor from the Ashes storyline, right around the time of the glamour. That doesn't help me. Where's that at in X Factor? Is it before or after where they? Because I seem to remember they split off, they came back, they fought Inferno, and that's my big Madeline thing. I remember Scott running off with Madeline after Gene and all that kind of stuff, but it always goes back to Inferno. Look good next to Jesus. Yes. I couldn't remember Pyro's name. Don't judge me. Nasty Boys is a '90s team. Marauders is an '80s thing, and I guess that's why I'm much more of a Marauders kind of guy. I've seen pictures of the Nasty Boys. I could pick them out and go, well, I'd probably be like this. That's that team. Uh, oh, I can't remember all the names. In fact, I just read them off from another comment, and I can't remember any of them except Hairbag and Team Ramrod, Fleabag, um, Stretchy Purple. It was around the time of Punk Storm. Was it when he took off? That makes sense. Then left her when X Factor formed. That's when Gene came back around that time, right? A lot of X-Men in the 80s. And it's probably been since the 80s that I've read most of those stories. So yeah, my memory isn't that great. See, y'all think I'm joking. You think it's a gag during the weekly. No, that's just me going, what the hell? Yep, that's where we're at. There's another leak for a comic-based Ronan the Accuser. That's a package shot similar to the Blob one. Do you mean that was less cool because it wasn't? I didn't flip whenever I wanted it to, so my computer made me look dumb. But you mean this one? This one right here. This is interesting. But while this, my first initial thought of Blob was like, oh, well, that's just the old one with a new head. Oh, no, it's not. It's a new sculpt. This was like, oh, that's an all new skull. Damn, they went all out for Ronan. And then that's some Colossus parts, right? Because that's the is it that costume, that ugly ass modern style costume that came with the beautiful, beautiful bearded head? Is it that one? Looks like a new torso though, or is it? I don't know. I haven't messed with that figure in a while. Maybe it did have a blank body. Is this an overlay? But yeah, doesn't matter. You know what? It's still a badass looking Ronin. Yeah, new Toad. This blob looks big enough that, Toad can sit up on his shoulders or something. Yeah, there you go. X-Men in the 80s has to be the more complicated story ever written. And at the time, as it was happening, monthly to month to month to month, it was like a slow burn, all this stuff happening. And I was reading all the titles. So it made sense. But I can't even remember my birthday anymore. So, and don't ask me about my kids' birthdays. This one knows if he's still in here. Hammer looks amazing. Yeah. It's hard to say. It's been so long since I've seen that first one we got. That's not reuse. That's new, right? It has to be. New head, new shoulders, new hammer, new belt overlay piece. Oh, and is that sculpted? So it has to be a new torso if this is sculpted. Yeah, go across the bridge. Old enough to go across the bridge for groceries and never come back. That's yeah, go across the bridge for alcohol. Be 21. That's right. Robo don't know numbers for some reason are the first to go. I think Ronan is reusing Galactus as a skirt. Gotta love the Blob. I do. It's another classic X villain. I want it. Give us Unis, the Untouchable. Is that his name? Eunice. Eunice doesn't sound right. That sounds like that's Mama's family. Unis. That's gonna be a weird review if they ever release that guy. YouTube thumbnail showing Blob spoilers. Oh, is it? Just because that's what I'm on right now? Anus and Anos. He wasn't in there for very long, but damn it. And he would be a blank body with a new head. That seems right. That seems box set material, right? Since box set seems to be getting the lovable loser types and the best figure ever, Razorback. Unis. Eunice the Untouchable. Oh, you got me. Yeah. It's Unis. So it would be Unis, the Untouchable? Unis. They make a cream for Unis issues. Damn it, man. Stop it. Do you all get spoiler vibes when you see packaged shots of a fig you pre-ordered? I don't know. That's a weird. Especially the last few years, I've gotten used to pre-ordering, and then forgetting about it completely until people start saying, "Oh, well, I've got this and this," and I was like, "Did I pre-order that?" I have to go back and check. And then if it's a figure I'm really super excited about, I got to go to several places and check and then cancel the ones I don't want, or that whoever ships first, I cancel the rest. Yeah, I'm one of those guys at this point. Kree army builders would be cool, even though I've missed out on the last few army builders. I didn't get Shield. I didn't get Scrolls. I didn't get Hellfire. I kind of regret the Hellfire thing. I should have jumped on that. I can never remember the Clone Battalion numbers or the Iron Man MK number. Oh, dude, you and me hanging out, just going, Well, I don't know. You know, the brownish reddish marked clones. You know those guys. No, not those, the other ones. Just watch. Unis will have the most unusual or unwalkable articulation, and no one will want to touch him just to play with his theme. Oh, that would, yeah, the untouchable. Flock him, and he'd be untouchable. Classic Mastermind, Destiny, and Unis. Unis would be great. That would be cool. I forgot about Destiny. We need her. Classic Mastermind. I made one, so look for that here in the coming months because I made a custom of it. I just don't pre-order any more stuff coming out early. I just can't budget for it. You know what? If it's something I really, really want, I'll throw a pre-order at several places. And I pre-order G.I. Joes. I pre-order Marvel Legends here and there. For Star Wars, I haven't been pre-ordering at all. When it pops up, I order it, or I go hunt for it. But even with Star Wars, I've started cutting back a little bit. I don't need another Darth Vader. I don't need 6 Obi-Wans. I want Shi'ar Empire. Shi'ar. Sometimes I avoid reviews of figures I have coming, but you can't really spill a physical experience. That's true. That's it's different when you get it in hand. And I avoid reviews until I've got it opened and have my own thoughts on it and stuff. Because well, one, I don't want to just say something somebody else, regurgitate. But it's like, I find out for myself. I'll look at pictures, but actual video reviews, yeah, I'll wait until I have mine open or posted. Or if I can't remember, again, if I can't remember a base body or something, what was it the other day? I was looking, well, maybe it was. It was Razorback. Those abs were throwing me off, and I forgot who had those until, who did I go check out? Yeah, it was Odinson was the figure. Oh, no, 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 no. What was it? Oh, it was Captain Britain because I well, there was one review of this Razorback up, but I remember that Captain Britain had a kind of those weird abs, and then I went back to my Captain Britain review. It was my own review. I went back and watched. I was like, "Oh, that used Odinson." Of course. I remembered that stuff back then as a younger Robo. With Galactus being out, Hasbro needs to make an Airwalker. Airwalker is the one I remember most. That was the handbook herald, back in the day when I was eating breakfast, eating cereal, eating Pop-Tarts, eating toaster strudels. Just have those books open right in front of me. In fact, you know what? Let's do this. Boom. There's me. I've worn out this mouse. I wore it out on the other computer because I do my video editing in there, which is click, 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 click constant. And now this mouse won't hold a constant click. I try to drag something and it just. Marvel Airwalk Care. What's the full screen button? Let's do this. Pow. Oh no, there's the picture. There's the one. That's the money shot right there. That's the one that everybody remembers. Is that is this Robot Airwalker? I forgot about that part. We need Gabriel. Wait, what, didn't he end up a robot? Is that what happened? Oh yeah, it was pissing me off too because I didn't realize that's what was going on. I thought it was my computer or my program for videos. and I would try to drag onto the timeline or drag something over to here, and it would drop it and fall and screw up, and I'm anger, much anger, and then I realized mouse was going out. Do you edit with Premiere Pro? No, I use DaVinci Resolve. Robo, does that mouse have a ball in it? Yeah, it's what trackball. I I don't know what it was. It was the late 90s and I got a trackball and I got so used to it that going to a regular mouse now just feels funky. After 20 years, it's hard to break that habit. Remember when the Fantastic Four Ronin Build-A-Figure would sell for $150? Remember how that hat thing would fall off and it just looked kind of dumb? I mean, it was okay, but oh, yeah. You know what? I was digging in the tub the other day. I lost the mouse, which makes that sentence useless. The Brood Drone, the Brood Queen, and the partially transformed Wolverine. I found my Marvel Select drones and my Build-A-Figure Brood Queen, and I'd forgotten how cool they are. Yeah, I need to get them back into the display because I think at one point I had them just kind of, the figures on shelves. I think I had the Brood just kind of crawling in places like under the shelf first, but a partially transformed Wolverine would be awesome. There is a robot look, though. Is there? Okay, let's go to images. Images, please. Nope, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm okay with that one too. That looks familiar. Oh, and you know what? You know how simple that back piece would be to give them that? Didn't we get something like that with Songbird? Maybe a phoenix? That'd be an easy piece to 3D print or for Hasbro to give us. And really, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. This is why we don't have Airwalker yet, because Robo don't know how to use Zoom. But yeah, there's these sculpted pieces on the legs. Well, actually, oh no, we haven't seen that since the original Hercules, right? And we don't want it. We don't want that body to come back. You get that DaVinci Resolve license free with a camera. No, I use the free version for a little bit, and then I just end up paying for it. And it got the plug thing that I can go to any computer, plug it in. What's going on, Brandon? Shartimus just dropped his unboxing video for his Galactus. Well, that's just great. That's just fine. Nobody in this general vicinity is jealous at this exact moment. I wish him well with his Galactus. Okay, that's getting kind of shitty. No, I'll have to check it out afterwards because I don't know. I don't know where mine is. What's going on, Andy? Oh, the dongle. Yeah, the dongle. Robo is balling. I spent $200 3 years ago, so I don't know about balling. Modern Airwalker automaton. I knew that word. Shut up. It takes me a minute. Paladin. Oh no. You talking about this purple monstrosity thing? Hell no. That's not Airwalker, is it? Fight. What's going on? I would love to see the Punisher robot and Galactus's cat for figures. Now you're just making stuff up, Basil. I know you are. No, that's too big. When it comes to Marvel Select, I only grab the stuff that's bigger that can fit into my Legends display. I'm one of those assholes. From the darkest reaches of nowhere he comes, the Airwalker. The return of the fried fly. That makes we could do this all day. We can do this for another 45 minutes, huh? Just looking at pictures and going, "Oh, we need a wizard." How about Paste Pot Pete? Who wants Paste Pot Pete more than Trapster? We missing somebody here? What's going on? Oh no, there's Sandman back there, extinguishing Human Torch. Haha. Fight, fight, kiss, kiss. Trust me, look them up. After seeing the Select Blade, I want a Marvel Legends Blade. I gotta think. Well, are they still working on that movie? I gotta think there's a Blade coming. Thank you. It is, but I'd be pissed if they made him like that. You got it. There's no way. There's no way they do Galactus. And, well, they did. Morg, I guess, is a more modern character. And Frankie and Silver Surfer, and then give us the robot Airwalk. There's no way. No way. Okay, maybe way. Maybe a little bit. Maybe there's a chance. But surely they're going to give us this. Oh, there we go. These are always neat to look at. I never bought any, but it was always fun to look in those cases at the comic shop. Is this a more modern Fire Lord? You know what? I haven't got this figure yet. Should I get it? Yeah. Okay. Let's hold off on the Fantastic Four talk until Veebs gets back. You make a good point, but I'll take the UFOs. Paste Pot Pete all day. Damn, I can't imagine those three showing up all at the same time. It's like, hey, I can't get off my porch. I can't get out my front door. They stacked them up in front of it. We need a new Mole Man. Although the old one does hold up, just from a visual standpoint, you put them in the display, it looks nice, but whew, yeah, it's a bit outdated. Paste Pot Pete will be the last Marvel Legends ever made, with Jesse shutting off lights at the factory. No. Shit. Turner D Century would be the last one. Oh god, I'm forgetting the names of the Captain Ultra. How about that? Nope, not yet. I haven't even really dug to see where it's at or if it's shipped or whatever. I'm just playing the ooh, something's on the porch. And yep, I still have Unicron in the box. That's my table. Oh my god. Damn you. That is actually not it would be amazing to see behind the scenes and they go, "Oh, let's give Pretty Boy a new body and we can use it for Airwalker." Brilliant. I only know again, he's one of those I only know from the handbook. But yeah, he'd be near the last. Could you imagine the last wave of Marvel Legends where they're just like, to hell with it. Let's make these guys that only very few people know about at this point. When we're all 70 and 80 going, oh, they never made my Agent X. Oh my God. My mouse just died. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a mouse. Oh, Fitz is going to hunt you down. Oh, I'm not up on modern stuff right now. Who's Galactus's current herald? And I don't know the guy that came in the 2-pack with Axie Baby. I'm not going to look at the screen until I remember his name. We could be here a while. I'm looking at the screen. Good grief. I need a energy drink or something. Terrax! And you know what? I know Terrax more from the early issues of New Warriors than I do him running with Galactus. Fallen One. Is the first Herald. Is this one of those things where it's a newer character, but they retconned him way back into the original Tom story things? Yeah, and all Mort's Marvel Legends wave would be amazing. And that's essentially what this box set with Razorback and them is for the most part, and I love it. I got so many comments of that on that video of these villains are trash, but I kind of like that Spider-Man. So, I mean, I get it, but hey, the heart wants what the heart wants. Isn't Thor? Is he current Herald of Galactus? I seem to remember that storyline going on, or people talking about that storyline. Oh, there he goes, and he killed Galactus. Well, no need to get that stupid figure anymore, huh? If Galactus is dead, I don't need it. Brandon, oh yeah, no. Are people getting aggravated over Galactus shipping? I'm like I said, I'm not even checking status. I haven't received an email, nothing. So whatever. Oh, here we go. Fits. There you go. Target opponent exhausts a ready character he controls. What's going on here? Anybody remember a? Oh no. Oh yeah, Midnight Sun. Anybody? I never read a story with Midnight Sun in it, but when I think cosmic characters, for some reason he pops them. Oh, he's in the handbook, huh? Marvel Midnight Sun. Oh no, it's going to bring up these, isn't it? Was that his name? Am I thinking of the wrong name? It was a dude in a fedora, a cape with discs on his hands and feet. But now it's all he's bringing up. How about this? No, it's not this, is it? It goes right back to that. Yeah, okay. See, that's what I switched. Aha! I remembered. We're on the same wavelength. There we go. There's my boy. That's the next biggie I want. Midnight Sun. I always picture him fighting Silver Surfer. Apparently, he was a martial artist in space with these bands and this cape and this collar and a fedora. I mean, it doesn't get much more stylish than this. I mean, that's just amazing. Is this a more modern look? He's got a sword and stuff and chains. There he is. Look at that. He's kicking Silver Surfer in the face. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure if he was out in the cosmic time, that place that he fought Quasar too, huh? Oh, that's his defining trait. He needs the fedora. That's like you know, that's like Spider-Man Noir without the fedora. Ooh, shots fired. Shots fired. You misspelled awesome. That's awesome. Look at that. Look at that. He's Space Prowler. And I only say that because Prowler was right beside him in a purple costume with a cape and stuff. I'll admit Prowler is cooler. But it's not always about cool. Sometimes dudes just want to take off to space in their fedoras and capes. I kind of rhymed that. Y'all are jealous. I'm just going to make this guy. How about that? Silver Surfer. Yeah, that's his weakness. Martial arts. It's like a finger pointing away to the moon. Except this dude can't point. He's got discs for hands. How does he eat? Oh, well, I guess with Power Cosmic, you don't need to eat, right? Does he just like surf around on these discs. Like, and I bet they're like some frictionless material that only happens in space. Or oh no, see, this is terrible. Where's his fedora? And why is he? Well, okay, I get why he's with ninjas. Shut up. But there he is again. No, they took away his defining trait. There he is. There's back. But this, well, no, that cape doesn't match Shroud, does it? That's another guy we need. Basil's with me on this. Shroud. We need that whole crew. Seems like this would be like a head swap with Cloak. Permanent hand plates. Well, I get how he would eat if he had an open hand. He's got a plate. It'd be even more. It's got little trays on the inside so you can keep the food all separated. It's one of those trays. You know what? This Midnight Sun is going to be my Halloween costume. How's that? Just get some Tupperware. The Gray Ghost. I remember that too. Was he a fedora guy with a cape? Space equal capes actually make more sense in space than they do in an atmosphere, you know? You flap a cape, that's propulsion. You can just go in space. That doesn't really work in oxygen. Well, I guess it could if you're floating on your limb discs, on your phalanges plates. Yeah, truly a custom, one of a kind. And then I'll buy into the conspiracy of me making customs, Hasbro ripping them off, or and then announcing the character. At that point, it will be more than true. Yeah, Shroud in the midnight, the night shift. I had midnight on the brain. How's it going, man? Kung Fu Space Pimp. Yeah, without the fedora, it's just a black costume. It's just, oh, I'm on Shroud now because Shroud's awesome. Is this a custom? Ooh, see, look at that. Oh, did y'all want to go back and look at Midnight Sun some more? Cool. Me too. Oh, that looks like a more about that time. Yes, it is. We're going to go through the whole handbook. In fact, we're going to go through each book, one book per episode. I need to find that online source for the handbooks, and we'll go through them and go yay or nay. Every alternating Sunday that Veebs isn't on. Is that Venom 3-pack sold out? Yes, at the moment it is, but it hasn't been released. So maybe when that gets closer to time that they'll pop up some more. Who knows? I don't know. Who was Shroud married to? Tigress? Oh man, you're gonna get me a line. Oh, I seem to remember that. Married? Dating? I don't think y'all want to sit here and while I read all this. Cloak, Dark Star. No. That's powers and abilities. Fictional biography. Basil's going to beat me to it. That's just to get a good look at the back of their costume. That's not butt shots. But yeah, I like that in the later handbooks. It gave me a better look. It's almost like a turnaround you see for action figures from back in the day, where they kind of where they remove the arm to show the side of the figure. No, you crazy person. No, not the blue and yellow version. We need, let's see, Alpha Flight box, because Marvel box would bring up all kinds of weird stuff. This is box. This is the only box. It did need mandrill before these guys. Yeah, I like your style. I'm not a big mandrill guy, but I I wouldn't be able to help myself. I'd probably buy it. Oh, was it Julia Carpenter's Spider Woman? Oh, is Dan on right now? I thought he went up earlier. There for a while. He was going up a couple hours before. Is he running late? I don't mean to. It's just that this is my only chance to live stream this month, so I jumped on because I think Out of the Basement. I noticed they were streaming on Sundays too. Robo's drunk with power. Do you still keep your handbooks? I think I have a tub in there that has my 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 binder of the Marvel Universe cards from back in the day. I don't remember which series, first couple, and then a bunch of the handbooks, some of the ones that are supposed to go in the binder with the turnarounds and stuff. I need to look through there and see what I've got. The Marvel encyclopedias. I'm a complete sucker for, the bios, the backgrounds, the glamour shots. You're wrong too. I'm sick of this. No, no, no. Y'all are wrong trying to make me feel bad for pointing out that this is the correct box. Sin Eater was another cool one where it would be like almost a blank body with some extras on top. Okay. Okay. Would I buy this? Yes. But I wouldn't like it. I'd be like, oh, give me the wrong box. How dare you? Actually, this is pretty cool. I'd want it to have these proportions though. Ain't no way we're getting something with this big a chest. That's me. That's me triple dog daring Hasbro. Ain't no way we're getting anything like this. Because this is the chest I want on Sasquatch. What's this? That seems like the same body, just in red. But that's not even a compromise. You know why I like this? This is the one that was in the handbook. Well, okay. This is the one that was in the later handbooks, I think. Oh my god. You know why I don't think about Strong Guy? I haven't opened Strong Guy. I've opened some of the figures and put on display, but I haven't built him. But now that you say that, and I look at this, that's actually not a bad base, is it? How low can you go? Maybe okay, maybe I like it. I like it. I kind of like this, but I love this. I didn't build Strong Guy, Guido. I need to though. But okay, actually, I never opened the Havoc and Polaris set. That's for X Factor. The only one I have open is Madrox. Is that all of that team? Was Quicksilver? Was Quicksilver there? And Wolfsbane. We don't have that version of Wolfsbane, do we? I guess you could use the Walgreens one, but oh, now you're just bragging. What's going on here? You and your helmet. Oh, actually, yeah, that is a Fwoosh Blue box, huh? Okay, never mind. I'll take this one. No, you know. Nemesis for Alpha Flight, as well as Talisman and Marina. I forgot about. Wait, Nemesis. You know what? I don't. I wish. I wish what's his name was on a bigger body, slightly. Not as big as Captain Britain, but I'd like to see a Vindicator. Is that what his name? On the Reaper body. Yeah, we don't have a good Wolfsbane. Stick Modoc's legs on Modoc. Modoc's legs on strong guy's body. Actually, that's where. Oh, Modoc's not in here, but yeah, and some Colossus arms, maybe. Basically, Lady Deadpool with a cape. 90s Wolfbane would be so easy. Polaris torso, Tigra arms and legs, and the head already came with the Walgreens Danny Moonstar. Is that what it looked like? Marvel. Marvel X Factor. See, they go right into that team. I don't know. I'd kind of like the look of her all wolfed out. Because at some point they got to give us the rest of X Force. Sugarman's legs. I never built Sugarman either. I got a couple of the figures. Where'd they go? Oh, I got Dark Beast that I haven't opened yet, but it was on clearance. I saved some money there. And then I got Nate for custom fodder. And then was Morph in that wave? I think that's it. Guardian. Yeah. I don't know why I called him Vindicator. And then she was Vindicator, right? Possibly Colossus Build-A-Figure arms, which I've never used because Age of Apocalypse is terrible. I'm trying to piss off all. I'm done with the animated series stuff. It's Age of Apocalypse now. That's bad. What's going on, Shav? But yeah, they went by both names. Moondragon is easy. Yeah. Have you read The Sixth Storm? A Vampire Beast is Brute, and Other Bits Going Mutant X was the team name. No, I didn't. I wasn't into Mutant X. Havoc was there too, wasn't he? Yeah. Again, Age of Apocalypse happened as I was away, as I wasn't reading comics. I remember flipping through the issues because my buddy was still buying comics at the time, and I'd flip through and I'd be like, "Oh, this is okay," but I don't. At this point, 20 some odd years later, it's like, whatever. It's a what if. It's an alternate timeline. They're not my versions of all those characters. And then Blink, but Exiles was. So Blink going from there and Sabretooth going from there to Exiles. I got those figures for the shelf. Now we need more Exiles. And that's why I picked up Morph too. That's where I'm using him. And then I guess, well, I mean, I guess that baby Wolverine is Exiles modern, but I haven't read anything lately. I like Sunfire better in AOA. And didn't that cross over into 616 for a little bit? Was he a horseman? That's it. Yeah, I'll take both. I'll take a classic mimic, but Exile's mimic is right up my alley. How do you feel about House of M? Same thing. It's just that some cool looks. I mostly only know it from the Toy Biz figures. See, that's where I was. That's where a minute ago. Feral. They need to finish out X Force, so Feral and Wolfsbane could probably share some parts, maybe. Yeah, it's a good design. It's a nice update. AOA kick drum. Changeling. Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe get the actual morph head. Classic X-Men Leech and Artie, right? Didn't they run together? Now I got that. Some of that was because I can't. I looked at it and I thought custom fodder for one, but Dark Beast also crossed over, didn't he? Didn't Sugarman latch on when Dark Beast crossed over into the 616? He caused some havoc. Didn't he wall up the real beast behind some bricks, walls, something? Hit him away? Took his place for a while? I don't know why I know that or how I remember that. Swashbuckler Full Killer. Yeah, exactly. The original Fool Killer was another one a minute ago. Oh, Sin Eater. Full Killer. That's how they originally spelled it. And then they thought, well, no, that's kind of weird. Let's go ahead and change it to Killer. And it was very brief. If y'all don't know this, then because I know a lot of stuff behind the scenes at Marvel, or I can't type, one or the other. And it kept it. No, look at that. Yeah, this guy, this one. Can we get a review? We just talked about what came out, or what was it? Well, not announced today, but leaked today. Madman, classic Hulk villain. Oh, is this the newer Full Killer? I guess it's okay. It looks like a more angry paladin. But again, and that goes for a lot of those classic costumes. It would be, here's a blank body with a hat. In fact, well, he's got some ripped up, maybe some hobgoblin gloves, Captain America boots, blank body, new belt, new head, hat. And then Sin Eater. Yeah, that's essentially just a Captain America with a full killa. How dare you bend from the bunker? No, I can see why modern is modern version. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh man, tarantula. Tarantula. Oh, I forgot the N. I said it right. Remember? I said tarantula. Yeah, this needs an update. Was there a different? Oh yeah, this. Yeah, was this tarantula for a little bit, or was this a different character? Black tarantula. Okay, I really like that costume. I don't know if it's the whole venom thing, symbiote, whatever, but yeah, that works for me. But how? I don't even know this character. I'm not sure I've read. In fact, most of my exposure to him is customs that people have made. Madcap would be cool. Oh, Black Tarantula greater than Tarantula. He whooped Spidey's ass. And then part of me didn't Tarantula's daughter and Batrock's daughter pop up in the first arc of Agent X. I don't know if they were a thing in the rest of the universe, but they were pretty cool there, just popping up. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, it does kind of look like that, huh? What is this? Is this some kind of craziness gone bad? Tarantula turned into an actual tarantula? Hmm. X-Force. Black Tarantula is not a symbiote character. He's a South American drug cartel black who happens to share the same kind of aesthetic as the symbiote suits. I like the black and white. Oh man, that'd be an awesome pose for an action figure. He's quite limber. And this is he's doing a Broadway gang fight scene type thing. Or he's presenting something. Open the Galactus box. It's right there. Oh yeah, Man Spider would be cool too. It's been a while. Has it? There's Vermin. Oh yeah. That was weird, right in a row. Cookie to anyone who can guess the Starjammer's AI name on their ship. It's been so long since I've read something Starjammers. Space pirates are needed badly. Oh man, I actually made a custom of that at one point. 90s Nomad with Baby Bucky. In fact, oh, where is it? My custom desk. I have ideas and I just throw stuff on it and then I can't find it. But I've got Baby Hulk somewhere right here that I was going to paint with a domino mask for Bucky. It's in a box. I did kind of clean the table the other day and I just threw stuff in the box and it may have not made it back on the table. But now I feel like I lost it. Grizzly would be cool. Oh, see, okay. People on the forums have been saying, hey, we already have the Build-A-Figure Ursa Major. It'd be easy to swap the head for Grizzly. But when I think of Grizzly, I always go to that Grizzly with Kane and GW Bridge and those guys. And I thought you were talking about the other one. A Better Misty Knight. I never got her. And I thought now that I'm doing the water slide decal eyeball things, it would have been an easier fix. And I haven't went back and tried to grab one yet. Was never a big Genesis guy. I have the complete run of 90s Nomad, the only complete run I've ever hunted. It's been since then that I've read that, but wasn't there one where it looked like a card, like a playing card? He's got the hair. In fact, I think I used a one of the Kiss figures and put some those big sunglasses on him. Farrell and Thorne. You think Thorne is known enough to warrant a figure in a 2-pack? Maybe in a 2-pack to get Farrell. Deathstalker from Villains for Hire. You're going to get me Deathstalker Villains for Hire. Another caped, hatted person? I'm there. I'm in. Ah, see. I was going to go there, but I didn't. Everyone thought I was going to go there. Studio. Cecilia, force fields, wasn't it? Doctor? She didn't really want to do the superhero thing. She was just helping out. Was that Cecilia? Because Razorback is so superior to Kangaroo and most other. I'd probably call Razorback B list, maybe. He's right under A. That's why we got Razorback. The face and shadow thing would be hard to do in action figure form, you know? That never quite works out, you know, like Moon Knight, where it's supposed to be just some eyes floating in the darkness. Villains for Hire with Misty? What's going on here? I forgot about this guy. He was also in the last issues of Agent X first arc. I keep coming back to that. I'm going to hammer away. Wasn't into acolytes either. Hasbro, Robo Signature Hats and Capes Marvel Legends box set. It's just a bunch of blank bodies with hats and capes. You know, A Z B. No, yeah, I went right to B, didn't I? I was going to put B way at the end, but nobody wants to go through the whole alphabet. Crossfire. You've been caught up in don't get caught up in the crossfire. That was his slogan, right? He was like, don't get caught up in the crossfire. And then he'd shoot you. The Speed Demon's in there, though. And Stilt Man. Okay, this is pretty cool. Yeah. See, there you go. Right after my heart. Phantom Rider would be awesome. You think we're ever going to get a horse? Well, that cover just proved me wrong a minute ago. The eyeballs floating in the darkness. No, he's got a full-on white mask with eyes peering out. From the Marvel verse. Werewolf by Night. That's one of my new big ones. The show, the comic, whatever. I need a new werewolf. After the Reavers, we need a Marauders. And that's what they're starting with Vertigo. Who else they got in there? I see. It won't even stay clicked long enough for me to go across. There we go. Marvel Marauders. Sounds like a letters page. We kind of got that Sabretooth, huh? I know some people don't care for it. Would Scalp Hunter still be a thing? Is it, or are they going by his real name these days? Marvel's Dracula. How have they not done it with the Jackal body? I don't know. I like the Jackal body, but it seems like, would it work for Werewolf by Night? Right now, I have the Jada Toys werewolf, Wolfman, standing there next to a Man Thing on the shelf. Riptide, Harpoon. Malice? Was that her name? Was that Polaris? Oh, well, here's the names right here. Oh, that's not going to help. That's like super tiny. And then Malice moved on to Sue Storm later, didn't she? Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking too. And I think in the comics, last I read that it was kind of they were using his real name. I don't remember half these. Sabretooth looks weird in this picture too. Oh no. Oh, there it is. That's a bigger picture. Yeah, Sabretooth looks super wild right there. There's no right click on your page. Plus, could you imagine this body? Wasn't most of his body like techno stuff? There's a new Iceman body for Prism. Finally get that angled body. Okay, I remember Blockbuster and Arclight. Ripped. Oh, I just don't remember Riptide looking like that. Scrambler? There wasn't a Scrambler. John Grey-Croy. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of just, I don't remember it being like that. Or maybe it's just because they're standing there, yearbook style. Does it look different? Oh, I never liked this picture either. Whoa, what is that? Is that, oh, that's newish, isn't it? I know that's Banshee, but okay. What do we got here? That's not Marauders. Get out of here. What do you think? Modern stuff. There's Blockbuster. No, well, wasn't Malice? Wasn't Malice like like a possession type thing? Took over Polaris's body and then moved on later. No, different Malice. Elsa Bloodstone. Yeah, I never picked that set up. Probably should have. Ahab for the X shelf. Ahab is an interesting design too. Wait, Random was Random in the Marauders? Was that one of those things where he saw the light and hung out with the X Factors or something? Then there's Storm. There's apparently been a lot of Marauders, huh? A lot of Marauders throughout the ages. Was Gambit too? There's that Polaris design that I was talking about. Yeah, right there. That's kind of cool. With the design kind of working into her hair. What was I going to look up? I got lost again. No, Sabretooth early on was just normal size. He may have been a little taller than the rest, but yeah, it looks like He-Man. Swarm would be awesome, but again, a very, very unique body. She was trapped in a necklace amulet. I tried to say neculet, necklace amulet together. Yeah, wasn't it something like that? No, I can't remember. Is she wearing some kind of thing? No. Wolverine haired Polaris. Yeah, that's a lot of techno bits. Yeah, Hound Rachel. They've already said they're doing Rachel, so I don't even wish list her anymore. You know, it's kind of like, show me. I need it. Ahab. Yeah, that's a very. You have the peg leg. You have the captain, sea captain look. You know what? I'd even get Eric the Red, even though didn't that end up being like a costume for somebody else or something? Colossus snapped Riptide's neck. According to the handbook, Sabretooth is 6'6", and even that goes back some years. Because that was before, well, that was about the time, but then the dang animated series made him look like Juggernaut. And I think that just stuck. Or was it in the comics like that before, and then they just kind of went with it? Magneto, I think, stole Eric costume. Yeah, because I remember back in the day when Havoc and Polaris first showed up, it was with Eric the Red, but then I think they came back and retconned something into it, right? I'm right there with you. Yep. To have her somewhere else on the shelf too, because I have this. I'm pretty happy with the 2-pack, but I know that a lot of people missed out on this. So getting Dark Phoenix out there again is cool. Plus, you'll have the correct belt. Was he with? Yeah, somebody mentioned Shi'ar earlier. We need Lilandra and Deathbird. Was it Deathbird? Her sister? Deathcry? Deathbird? Am I just making up all kinds of 90s X names? 80s? You know he sounds like this. You know he's got power pirate talk, you know? That he's like, I don't have time to practice it. Warbird, there we go. Death. Was that another Shi'ar? Or was that Death, no, Warstar was the, with the Starjammers. Corsair, Ch'ad, Hepzibah, Deathbird. See, Death Cries Avengers. I knew, yeah, Deathbird. Who's Warbird? God, now you got me all. Warship, War Cry, Warbird. Oh, yeah, wait. Yeah, she was called Warbird, wasn't she? Warpath's brother. That's that's Warpath. Warpath's brother was Thunderbird. Yeah, that was Thunderbird. She was Gladiator's son, bodyguard, attendant. Which Moon Knight's outfit is supposed to actually. Are you messing with me? Get out of here. Yeah, they're hard enough to stand as it is. What was the figure? Oh no, that was a Fortnite figure. The skull face had a peg leg, and it stands fairly well, but it had detents in all the right places. How does one pronounce that? Like, I say "chad" because the apostrophe throws me off. You know, like she are, or that she are. I'm sure they've said that on the cartoon, right? But like I've said, nothing that happens in the cartoon is applicable in this case in the real world of toys and X-Men and such. Longshot's custom is supposed to be white. Custom costume. Get at man, y'all are killing me. Next, you're going to say Storm's costume's supposed to be white. So silly, silly. Warstar. Okay, wait, there we go. Warstar was our empire. I'd love to see them make him one of my favorite toy biz. Warstar. Warstar. Oh wait, yeah, guard. Oh no. Yeah, yeah. He had the little buddy on the back too. Two. I said two. Oh no, I'm thinking of. Yeah, I knew this. This is the one I'm familiar with. There was a figure. Dude had horns, like right here, and he had a little guy that came out of his back or something. Was that Tusk? Who's Tusk? Is there a Tusk? Yeah, that guy. Yeah, there it is. I remembered something. See, I know some things. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. I don't even know this character. Yeah, Master Blaster. I don't. I see War Star and I read Star Wars. Yeah, it's hard to go jump back and forth. What about Kill Spree? Is that another one that I don't remember by name, but I'll remember when I see it. Spell it right. There we go. This is okay. I only know this one from the old toy, haunting toy aisles, walking by and going, I don't know that character, but he looks pretty cool. So was he in this? Oh, no, no. Weapon Prime. Oh, was he an enemy of those guys? Killjoy. You mean shitty comments on YouTube? I'm just kidding. People, not any of you guys. I'm talking about random comments on videos. Killspree looks like Despero. Yeah, he does kind of look like that with like a. Okay. The other toy I remember, and I think we've talked about this before, but I can never remember the character's name. What was the he had a big ponytail with a skull at the end of it that it looked like it swung around and bludgeoned people. Liefeld era. That makes sense. Still, it looks pretty cool, but I mean, it's definitely 90s. Cruel. Gotcha. Cruel. That's it. That's him. Oh, it wasn't a skull. It was a mace top thing, huh? I don't know if I would get either of these guys as toys, but they look cool. I just remember them. I remember seeing this at KB's constantly. Cruel. Oh, I read that wrong. I thought you went for cruel rules. That's his catchphrase, right? He'd come swinging in like this. Pow! Click, damn it. He'd come swinging in. You know what rules? Cruel. Or don't be so cruel. That's what people would tell him. Don't be so cruel. What is this? Oh, Black Anvil. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Oh, that's Marvel. Am I forgetting somebody? Adam Extreme. Seems like I read on the app fairly recently, sometime this year. Was what's that X-Men series where they go back and like fill in spots in between storylines or behind the scenes type things? And there was an Adam X story in there. Cruel story, bro. That's hard to say. Cruel story. Cruel story, bro. Slayback and Comcast. Oh, did it go back up for pre-order today? I think I just grabbed the last one and maybe in some cancellations. Because I only know that because that was another comment on one of the videos this week. Because I think I said something about something coming back. And they were like, "What do you think that? The Venom pack hasn't come back." And I went and checked and it was sold out. So, you know what's crazy? I'm looking at one that Video Man killed the radio star. I'm looking at a custom one standing right there. See, I don't know a lot about 2099 either, but I remember everybody being crazy for Skullfire. Oh, I was going to go back to Comcast. Comcast, Marvel, Comcast. Is that the guy that in the chair? Yeah. Or, well, some kind of podium floaty thing. It seems like he was in a comic I read. Was he in the. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. He was in the Deadpool comic. And what'd you say, Slayback? Now, wasn't this early Captain Britain? Was he an early Captain Britain villain? Or am I making that up too? I'll just make up my own history. A flat Video Man cardboard should have come on the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends pack. That would have been neat. I wish I could find that Flat Man cutout from years ago. They put in the back of one of the comics. Was it Deadpool villain? Did he come after that? Who was the dude that Brian fought early on? The wall custom's cool too. Deadpool's first mini, which would be, oh, there's Slapstick, which would be, no, it seems like Captain Britain fought when, like, he thought he killed him, then he came back later in Excalibur. Man, that was a long time ago. Not Jamie. Oh no, that's Black Tom, isn't it? I thought that was, I had Captain Britain on the brain. Man. Death's Head? Captain Britain. Villain. That's going to bring up nothing, is it? That's just going to bring up a bunch of unspecific stuff. I'll remember it someday. We'll be live streaming here in a year or two and be like, oh, remember what I was talking about? I didn't actually know what I was talking about, but it was something. I felt it was something that I knew I was talking about. Man, Captain Britain's cool. Slaymaster. See, it had Slay in the name. Am I overlaying the two characters? Oh my god, yeah, he looks nothing like Slayback, does he? Maybe it was just the sleigh part. Okay, see, he wore some yellow. That looks kind of, what? No, what is you? See, he wore yellow. That's kind of like Slayback, right? We need that red suit, Brian. Yeah, the original with the lion on it. Was it lion? When he was regular size before he got big old Captain Britain. Honestly, I'll take any and all Captain Britain costumes. The Fury. T-Ray. I always got confused with T-Ray. He'd just pop up, kick Deadpool's ass, and go on. And then there was a couple of arcs where Deadpool was scared as hell. And then I don't even remember how that ended. Chamber would be cool. In fact, I saw a custom this week. Didn't I think Marvelous News posted it on the front page where it had like a removable flame piece for under the chin came up. Oh, Britannic was kind of plain, wasn't it? Okay, maybe not everyone. Yeah, that one was kind of terrible. That's almost like, hey, you know that Captain Britain guy? Let's put him in a bodysuit. Well, he's already in a bodysuit, but he's in a kick-ass bodysuit. This costume was cool. That's my favorite, though. Are you replying to old? I've done that on Wade's streams before, where I would type something and then realize I'm behind on the video and be way late. Oh, I got an email that they were processing something, but I thought it was Mojo. It could be Serpentor, because the email didn't say what was processing, and there was an order number, but that requires work. That requires me going to the computer and doing a search, and I'm far too busy for that kind of stuff. So it's going to be another surprise show up thing when I get a shipping notice. What's going on, Isaac? Mojo versus shipping soon. I figured it well when everybody else started talking about Mojo, but that's the first I've heard of Serpentor. That would be cool. Who'd we order before that though? Was that at San Diego? Who's Birdie? Is that a Sabretooth's assistant? Yeah, kind of ran around. Yeah, yeah. We need suit Sabretooth. Maverick. I forgot Maverick. And I forget that we got a figure of him already. Every time I see Maverick, I think, oh yeah, we need to. Oh, it's because I have him on the bottom shelf. I haven't found a space for him in the main display. There we go. I thought Mindbender was before Serpentor. I don't remember reading much with Albert and LCD. In fact, again, this may have been a live stream topic already, but I didn't realize until just more recently LCD. I guess because I said it out loud. And before that, I'd always read it. So it never clicked in my brain that it was, I get it now. Omega Red. I don't know what this is. Could you imagine being that muscular? That's crazy. I mean, what? I don't have to imagine. That's what I look like. Graydon Creed. I wasn't able to get Mindbender. I don't even remember at this point. I remember being in the hotel room at San Diego Comic-Con going, shit, all this stuff is going up at the same time. I need to grab this before this. I need to prioritize and get it pre-ordered before it sells out. And it wasn't Slaughter around there at some point too, or I'm still on the fence with Null and Venom 2-pack. It looks awesome, but man, can't do it. Oh, a 3-pack with Bishop and Malcolm and Randall. And Shard. Don't forget Shard. X-Men villains. I need to write down Midnight Sun just to remember that. I need a base body. We're getting close to having all the main villains, right? Oh, well, they put Goblin Queen right in here in this one. I guess Mesmero? Was that his name? Mesmero? Oh, Lord. I'm going to catch shit for that. Slaughter is still available. Oh, because it was fan channel, right? It's available on many sites. Fitz, I think there may be a coupon from the South. It's coupon, a coupon that you have to add to it or find the one with the discount or something. Or that's how it was earlier in the week. Yeah. Is it Mesmero or Mesmero? The next HasLab should be Krakoa. I don't think that's going to work. Go outside. Take a shovel. Just get you a slab of dirt. Throw it. Put figures on it. Mama. Cameron's head. Oh, man. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea. And I've seen some 3D prints of a Hodge head. There's Loki back there. We have this. We have this. We have this. Of course, I think some people are in the camp that we still need some of that good Magneto. Oh, Mesmero. Mesmero. Again, that's one of those subjects we've brought up several times. I always said Magneto up until the movies. And then I guess, oh, is that how you're supposed to say it? So I've said it like that since. I haven't got a Galactus yet. We'll see when it shows up. And then I don't know if I'll review it. It's I may just rip it open and play with it. Maybe I don't know. We'll see what it do. I'm going on vacation next week, so I'm it may be not happening. Got the Hellfire, have the Sentinel. Is that arcade sitting up there? Have a pretty good Juggernaut. I'm flip-flopping on Apocalypse. Why do I want that purple one? I don't, but I like the new parts on it. I would like that Apocalypse in the blues and blacks. Oh, hey, Andrew, appreciate it. Sorry I missed the whole stream. Just got home. Congrats on 20 years of Fwoosh. Can't believe you've been doing this since you were 40. It was going so well there for a minute. I was like, you're filling my heart with joy. And then you kind of just slice that open. Bleed him out. Bleed him out. But no. Yeah, it's hard to believe 20 years. 20 years ago, we were just coming out of the customizing list serve, the forums, a lot of people doing 5-inch customs, trying to make customs out of DC Direct figures for Marvel, just whatever we can grab. And then, Paps was like, hey, I started this forum. You want to join, test it out, see what happens? Here we are. Oh, yeah, it's Magento. Classic Vanisher. Oh, here's another big screen. Oh, we got Toad. We kind of have Brood, like we were talking about earlier. Need more Brood. Getting Spiral, getting Mojo. Mystiques. Oh, and Dark Phoenix. Oh, there we go. Everyone can see now. What is this picture? Oh, that looks animated. Uh-oh. Is this new? New X-Men villains revealed, because I don't know any of these characters. They almost look like different corners, almost, deities. Getting the Marvel Select Apocalypse for my display. I've seen that. It looks cool, but I don't know. It doesn't like my vision of Apocalypse. Proteus. Yeah, I'm still on. My wife's at work. Veebs is out of town. It's not dinner time yet. We just streaming. We're just gonna look at pictures until I get hungry, which may be here any minute. Now that I'm talking about it, I had some pistachios before I got on here, but then I don't know why I'm on a pistachio kick, but I realized those packages are sharp. You just tear the corner off and you try to eat them. Good grief. You want to know how I got these scars? There we go. Look at that. It was an animated series look with the purple. Whatever this cartoon was. Was he in some kind of cartoon? But yeah, I want this in black and blue. They are Apocalypse children. Oh, lordy. I mean, it's interesting. I'm not going to say, oh, man, this sucks just because it's new and I don't know the characters, because each one, it looks like, here's some flame. He's a ninja top. And then plants and smoke and darkness. Actually, looking at this seems more like the Thanos kids, the Thanos gang, the get around Thanos gang. Forget me, what I do? Those oh, because of the cartoon thing? Is that catching up? I'm making an old Western diorama building right now. See, that would be perfect for Phantom Rider and Two Gun Kid and Outlaw and those guys. He was in X-Men Evolution. His kids were his first horsemen. So this is going to be another thing like the first Herald, where, oh, these characters have existed for way longer than all, the stories we know about Apocalypse. And now they're coming back around and they're mad at him, right? They're like, oh, you kept us down for so long and we're going to take you out now, along with the rest of mutant kind because we hate them all. Sup, guys, late to the party. Robo, what do you think of the leaked Blob and Rohan? I know. I got you. I got you. Ronan. They're both cool. Both needed characters. Both good updates. Did you just do that? Did I hear that punk right there say anything about the Four Horsemen? God's green earth. Yeah, I go back to that promo every now and then because it's awesome. Start throwing shoes at each other. Gateway. You know what? I don't know if I need a Gateway figure. Gateway, I just imagine sitting there. You have his arm up, do the swing thing to open portals. I need to go check that. Did you? Somebody text or tag me on Twitter, and I haven't had a chance to walk in there and actually stick him to anything. But from what I'm hearing, is they aren't the strongest. And now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder how easy it would be to swap them out with some rare earth or something. Just like the 900 Summers brothers that keep coming out of the woodwork. Or maybe just that one. And even then, I wasn't much around for the third Summers brother. It was Gambit, right? He completes the Outback. He does. But I don't. Yeah, I would probably. I would buy a figure of it. I'm just trying to imagine the scenario where we'd get. Because they don't do pack-in characters, do they? Somebody prove me wrong. Go ahead, start topping. List one that just came out in the past several months. Looking. I guess there was that shark thing with the with the Lila or what's her name? Deadpool's wife. Animated Spider Ham was a pack in twice. Yeah, but, yeah, and okay, yeah, you're right. It's a little statue top thing. Would you take? Would you make them as a? You assholes! You're just gonna. Everybody's gonna list one, aren't you? Would you take Gateway as like a slug, like a, sitting down, crisscross applesauce with an arm up, maybe some articulation at the shoulders and elbows and upper body stuff, or would you want a full on figure? Shikla, is that her name? I can't even read that far. It's hanging on the wall over there. Spider Hams, yeah. Easy. Is that part of that leak? I didn't make it through the leak list. I didn't go very far. You show me a wall of text, and I'm just I zone out. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, definitely. He's got to be able to swing. I wasn't a big Marrow guy either. I seem to remember. Dun 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 Thunderbird. Who's this? Is that Puppet Master? Is that Avalanche? What the hell is going on with this cartoon? You guys know I'm going to keep poking until the end of time. Nobody knows? No kidding. That's weird. So they just needed a different. Well, I guess they stuck some green in here with all the. Well, Thunderbird brings some blue. I guess Mystique does a little bit too. Oh, and there's Avalanche right there. But yeah, they're there to brighten it up, maybe. You know what? I keep seeing people getting Kamakura, and I haven't even got to notice that it's on its way. Nothing. Where are all my toys? I'm just gonna be here playing with my. Just gonna be here playing with my big truck, my big pig. Uh-oh. Well, I don't even know if I. Does it really matter? It has all this breakaway parts. I'm not going to fill in the cracks and that kind of thing. Yeah. You play with your Galactuses, your Galacti, and your Kamakuras. Kamakuras. I didn't grab the animated Spider-Man. I'm not big into the. It looks like a good Spider-Man figure, but it's got the, which it's not a deal breaker. Which apparently, well, I guess it is if I didn't buy it because of the cell shading. But I've gotten many a Spider-Man over the past few months. They said it was just to fill out that side of the intro shot. Is that Leader? Yeah, is that Leader? What's going on there? Oh, Gremlin or Gargoyle is a good guess too. Oh, that would have been perfect. Mesmero. Bringing the green, bringing the smaller guy. Isn't it a Storm Shadow with a new head? Mostly. I think it's got some arm covers and leg covers or something. Not that makes it bad. I'm just saying I already know it's awesome because I have Storm Shadow. Galactus has to be signed off, Robo. Don't forget. We'll see. I'm thinking it's just going to be like I'm going to walk out on the porch and it's going to be sitting there. Rusty and Skids. I like Rusty and Skids. Do we have all these? Oh, we don't have Nightmare. Looks like we have Blob coming. Yeah, we have the rest, huh? Strife. Sinister. Is that supposed to be Shadow King? We don't have a Cassandra Nova. Think we'll ever get Cassandra Nova? Signature required. I love the classified line too. In fact, I just got Crimson Guard. It just showed up in my PO box, and then I got Stalker and the Twins, and I haven't had a chance to crack them. Oh, only reuse in the torso. See, like I said, I pre-order. I talk about it on the weekly. Forget about it. Lila Cheney. She has a lot of looks, though, doesn't she? Top 20 X-Men villains. Mhm. Mhm. What? I I don't know what's going on. Oh, wait, is this that I thought I heard I think, yeah, all these Earths back here. Is this like a bunch of alternate reality versions of these characters? And that somebody's getting them together for a super team? Coupon disappeared. Hmm. Oh, was that Post? See, that's another one of those guys that I don't have a lot of. Maybe I was just 80s and early 90s. Oh, it was Gargoyle. Slave Island episode of the animated series? I don't know. I purchased far too many bats with that Amazon coupon. Coupon. Yeah, we're a lot of villains. At least the biggies. So many lower tier villains. Yeah, but at that time, was Deadpool a big deal? I mean, I think he was just kicking off, right? Well, I guess it'd been a couple of years since he debuted, but I don't think he was the character he is now. Do we need another Sauron? Sauron. Do 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 do. How about just Marvel villains? Open this can of worms for a minute. Thanos, Ultron, Kang, Green Goblin. See a lot of people wanting a new Green Goblin. Is that a thing? We're finally getting the ultimate bullseye with the blue shirt. I don't know why I'm okay with that too. And again, that comes off as well. Okay, Hasbro can do no wrong. Definitely not that. You know what I mean? But for some reason, it gives them kind of a sports look. And I've always liked that picture of him on the cover with a baseball glove pitching something so something so normal, I guess, that he could kill you with a baseball. How about a taller, larger warpath? You know what? Yeah, I would I would go for that, but at the same time, I'm pretty good with the warpath we have because again, back in the day, he wasn't huge until the 90s size boom. And the one I always go back to is that Spider-Man crossover where they're fighting the Juggernaut. Holy shit. Warpath and Juggernaut both taking up whole panels. Just and Thunderbird may be slightly big, but he looks better if they're going to do. He looks big next to Cyclops, but if they're going to do Cyclops on the Vulcan body from here on out, then Thunderbird's not too big. I'm okay with him because he was about Cyclops size back in the day. If we're getting a molecule man, Beyonder has to be somewhere on their list. Atuma sucks. No, I'm kidding. I'll take an Atuma too. That's just Veebs always has Atuma on his lists, and he always keeps needling until he wins that round. So Atuma's it's it's a sore spot for me. Yeah, I mean, it looks like nothing I've ever seen Bullseye in, even though he's apparently in the comics at some point more recently. I like to keep that open-ended. That way nobody can go, well, oh, he's back in his black and whites. At some point in time, he's worn that in the comics. And yeah, it looks like a sports jersey, kinda. HasLab X Factor ship. I remember that. Didn't it slowly turn on him because it was Apocalypse's ship? So crazy things would happen, and then they finally realized, oh, it's ship. Oh no, what's the Hulk's new Hulk transformation? That made me sound very old, wasn't it? All this modern Marvel crap. Just trash all the time. Am I gonna look at it and go, oh, I like that? New Hulk transformation. Nobody ever said I had typing skills. Slow down. That's not gonna pop up, is it? It's a Titan. Aren't there a lot of Hulks right now? Into the Hulkiverse. The new Hulk story sucks. Hulk 2099. Starship Hulk or Titan? Is this what it is right here? This Titan thing? Hulk's dark new alter ego Titan. So, Titan Hulk, Titan Hulk. Is he going to kill Superman next? Yeah, I went there. Ha ha. Ha ha. Because that's who he looks like. There's a Starship Hulk too. Oh, come on. Come on. That's weird reading that after finding out he's called Titan. It's a Titan. It's almost. I don't want to get into it. Damn Mario. Starship Hulk. Does he build this city on rock and roll? Oh, that's the other picture I was looking at a minute ago. Is this like some kind of contained? Hulk Hogan 2099. That's just bones. Was that William Shatner? Actually did. Oh, I got nothing against. Okay, yeah, I make fun of stuff, but I have no. I I hope everybody gets figures of everything they want. I just won't buy it. You know what I mean? Hey, exist. I hope it gets made, but it looks like doomsday. That's we need more 2009. I wasn't. I remember 2099, but again, maybe I'm just not big into those where they take the characters and put them in a different time frame. You know what I mean? Even though Exiles is my jam, but that seemed more like one-off stories. 2099, AOA, it almost even Ultimates to an extent, well, more than an extent, because that's essentially what it was. But when they go deep and hard with it, shut up. I lose interest, I guess, because it feels like I only want personally, the main universe. I want to go that intricate, that deep. X-Men, yeah, 2000 X-Men 2000, like we were talking about earlier, Skullfire and the rest. That's the only one I ever remember is Skullfire. Skullfire is my grandkid, Timothy Fitzgerald. Are you collecting AEW figures? No, I'm just picking up randoms. I bought the Jade for a custom, And I don't know, it's okay figure. It's kind of awkward, but I like my Evil Uno. I'm eventually going to end up with the toy collectors, you know, and then of course I'll have to buy Danhausen once they make, because they aren't they already talking about that? He's been announced, I think. And but is it somewhere in the bylines or contracts or something when a toy company starts to make a toy line for a wrestling company? Or do they try to make the information as hard to get as possible? I mean, or to keep track of, hey, we were at this pre-show at this event of the pay-per-view this weekend, and we showed figures behind a glass case, but we're not going to show figures. And then they'll pop up on Instagram randomly from the product manager or somebody else, but not actual. I don't know. WWE, Mattel WWE is hard to keep track of, especially when they throw the pictures on WWE. W's hard for Southern people. Okay, WWE website, and it's just random. They just throw all the pictures up there. That's usually why I don't cover a lot of either. I got this comment because I put Wardlow talking about his action figure as the intro for the most recent weekly. And somebody made the comment, "Oh, I'm sure if Wardlow worked for WWE, you wouldn't be using it." I'm like, "Why not?" Because I've actually been watching more WWE lately than AEW. I'm keeping track of both, but WWE. But yeah, I don't get into the whole, if I like something, I gotta hate the other. Hell with all that. I'll just like what I like and ignore what I don't. They do it before pay-per-view events like All Out and Full Gear. Yeah, and it seems like a cluster, kinda. A do 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 do. Now, don't get me wrong, I cut back on a lot of WWE there for a long time. I didn't care for storylines and dropping people and this and that. I was all AEW, but man, since Triple H, damn, damn, bringing Bray back, come on now. But I'm not buying WWE figures either, and I never have, because even, I mean, they've been making them for a long time, but at this point, I'd have to dig for some of the ones I really, really wanted. And I never liked the proportions. They got some long legs. Oh, you know what? Okay. Anna J into Alpha from The Walking Dead. Or Anna J. Did I say Anna J? Anna J. Why am I flashing back to Tyson? Anna J. But I saw Statlander at Walmart, and I was like, oh, that looks like a good figure too. It's the same reason I bought Jade Cargill. They look pretty good, but kind of hollowish. And I didn't like it works better on Statlander because the cut is directly across the trunks, the bottom. But on Jade, they cut right across the abs. Same kind of just straight cut. That's Anna JAS to you. The Jericho Appreciation Society. You know what's Titanium Man kind of fell off my list because of what we were talking about earlier. The select one coming out. I love that thing. It's standing with my legends. Well, it will stand with my legends once I get some room. It's in the box O huge figures over there. Box O build a figures. That is exactly what Dis Thunder did, and I was thinking the same thing. But that's what I mean. Those figures are bigger than classified, but you take certain parts. It's kind of like McFarlane. You take certain parts, you can put them on 6-inch figures, and they look good. They make nice fodder. Gotta go. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be on for much longer. Holy shit, it's 5 o'clock. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Now it's time. Sidetrack quick. Robo, you have rambled quite a bit today, approaching 3 hours. Yeah, that's what I just looked down. Because when we were talking about me running late, it was 35 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago. I love this stuff, though. Yeah, the head on that Mr. T is tiny. It works on G.I. Joe Classified. I'm pretty sure. Was that what I saw it on the body? What are you looking forward to that we've known about for a while? I'm super stoked for the new Godzilla Ultimates and the Mezco Ghost Rider. Speaking of Mezco, I don't think I pre-ordered the Ghost Rider, and I'm not even going to talk about 89 Batman or Mr. Freeze, but I was going through my pre-orders the other day when people started talking about them pushing orders back again, and I forgot about the Crow. I need that figure. Yeah. Oh, stay chill. I always stay chill. Gonna go cook dinner. What are you having? Let's talk about food, everybody. No, but I and me thinking more about that Crow figure made me realize, oh no, and I fell for it. I got the Walmart version of the Crow this week. I already know that I'm not gonna like the body, and the head sits way up, way too far up. But I like the gravestone. I like the base. Got the Crow. Got the poster. And that head looks really, really good. So if I could find some way to, if I have to end up customizing my own, this is the head I'm going to use. It's kind of emotionless, but at the same time, that kind of works. Someday, we'll see. Yeah, Mr. T on heavy roadblock. That would work. Leftover pizza sounds amazing. I've actually got some pizza I got to clear out of the fridge. I can't do mac and cheese anymore. I don't know what it is. It doesn't agree with me. Talking about food, this is how we're going to end it because it gets me hungry and then it makes me want to get out here and eat. Yeah, still waiting for the Mezco Crow, and that looks out of all the Crow figures. Well, I've got the Hot Toys up there. Okay, there's not going to be a lot to compare to that, but I want my scale. I want something that I can mess around with. Hot Toys, I feel like you can pose, but you don't want to mess around with them for too long. You feel like you're going to mess something up, which you don't want to do on a $250 figure, 300, 400, however much. And two, they're not the greatest when you get them into playing. I can't customize. I can't put them in the bathtub. I wouldn't do that with Mezco, but out of all the smaller scale Crow figures, it seems like that's the one to get. They just need to give it to me. Having fireball and noodles, grilling some burgers, Mezcro. I wish I'd thought about that. Yeah, maybe someday, maybe when it releases. Actually, by the time it releases, I'll forget all about that. Will we get a Fwoosh playdate soon or a Fwoosh custom side by side of what we got released? That's going to be, like I said, I'm on vacation next week. I'm going to try to shoot a couple of videos, and playdays are always good for that kind of thing. And I got a figure of fodder that I've got some possible updates to figures to go through and stuff. And then this week I'll just do reviews. So yeah, I've actually got a list. In fact, the Playday, I've got that truck that I'm going to do some messing around with. I've got some customs that actually, well, I don't think it's actually anything new. Yeah, probably soon. I don't. I've gotten to where I don't do the top tens. We kind of talked about it earlier. I can't remember. I usually it ends up me just going through my videos made for this year, going back to January and going through and picking my favorite. But at the same time, I don't know. We usually do it as a one of these live streams. Me and Veebs both kind of go at it, and then he makes fun of my choices. Because I can already tell you, number one's going to be Inkblot, that third party Rorschach. I don't think anything's knocked that off the top slot and Razorback just because, but that's personal. It's, which top 10 should be. I never go for the top 10 best. I go for top 10 favorite because I can only speak for myself. I can't say what's best. Bacon sandwiches sounds good. Speaking of, as I hold up a pig figure, how dare you? I have a few slice left, boss. Help yourself. Pork chop sandwiches. Oh, have an awesome. Yeah, I'm going out of town. I'm going to try to stay off the internet as much as possible because it's been a long time since, even when, go to Comic Cons, go to shows, road trips, usually on the phone, scrolling, oh, here's this, here's this. I'm hoping next week is just going to be family and fun. That's it. I need to shut off my toy brain for a week. Which means that the weekly may be messed up. I'm hoping to be back in town Thursday night, Friday morning. And maybe I'll get all the toy news rounded up for a weekly because YouTube hates missing that schedule. I can miss a review here and there, but I can't miss the weekly, or YouTube's like, oh, you suck. You're out of here. Bye. So I may try to get something quick shot for Saturday. Did you watch Black Adam yet? Nope. I will, though. It looks pretty good. I'll probably wait till it's streaming or something. Oh, yeah, you too. And again, 20 years. It's insane. But yeah, 5 o'clock, 5:04. That's about the time I jumped on. A couple minutes after, huh? Oh, did you ever pick up the SHF Buzz Lightyear? No, I didn't. It looked fantastic. But I know it sounds like I'm harping on it or repeating it all the time. I'm just throwing it out there again that with everything priced like it is anymore, I got to be careful. I got to pick and choose. Would have loved it if I had infinite money in space, like a pocket dimension to stick all my toys in, that I can, like, outside, I can just say something like X-Men display and open the door and it's right there. And then I say Star Wars display and it opens up and there's my Star Wars display and stuff. And I could put all kinds of dioramas and extras and doubles and then the whole thing goes in my pocket. Pym particles. Remember when Pym wore the red jumpsuit? He always pulled stuff out of his pockets and made them large again. That's the way to go. That's the future of collecting. Yeah, exactly. YouTube's like, boo, boo this man. He broke schedule. He's always thinking that he can do whatever he wants. Nuh-uh. Has been fun. It's been a little while since we've just back and forth. Oh, I am. I don't even know what I'm going to get yet. See, a TARDIS. TARDIS would be amazing. Phantom Zone for toys. Oh, yeah, you could even open the window and look down. Even if you're not messing with them, you just look down on the display. And, oh. See, like that. All my Transformers are in a box or still in their own boxes. I haven't even opened a lot of them, and I cannot remember what happened this year. But now that you mention that, what did I find the other day? Oh, I got Cosmos over there. I just randomly walked into Walmart and there was one sitting there. I need to open it up. Maybe that'll be a figure or fodder or playday thing, something. But yeah, okay. 3 hours. Y'all keeping me on late. It's dinner time. So I'll again, vacation next week. Maybe we'll stream when I get back, but that would be off schedule. So I don't know if we're getting back on schedule when I get back or something else. It will happen again in the future. I kind of like these just random ones popping up every 2 or 3 weeks. Keeps a this is me reading and thinking at the same time. It doesn't work. But yeah, we'll be back around. I'll bring Veebs along back again next week or the next time. And yeah, thank you. 20 years. It's been the journey. I need to, before I get too old and start forgetting my actual life events, I need to write it all down, between the forums opening and front page and San Diego's and events and ninjas and YouTube and celebrations, and it's been a ride. But yeah, okay. I'm going to click this thing and it's going to show the outro. It's going to work perfectly. No hitches. So thank you all for stopping by, letting me ramble at you, ramble with you. That was shit. We can do better than that, right? Okay. I'll see you later. Thank you for coming by, Adam and Super Spike and Frank and Jamie Lynn and Snot Lips, Josh, Sean, I'll Mind Incorporated Films. Oh, Snap, T-Mount. Again, I appreciate all y'all stopping by. Yeah, this is fun. This gets my mind off other things and get your mind off other things, and that's what it's all about. Just a little nostalgia tickle, some escapism. That's what we're all here for. But everyone be careful. I'll talk to y'all later.